Careful Carping episode 30 today, and I've come out for an afternoon session down Barston Lakes. I'm down here fishing with my dad for the afternoon. I normally do my fishing on afternoons with my dad, pole fishing or something, and the weeks in between out for carp. Well, next week when I'm meant to be out for carp, I'm working all week, so I can't actually get down to King's Water Park. And so it's Friday afternoon. I'm out with my dad. He's pole fishing. I decided to bring the carp rods and we're fishing down on Barston. Knocked off work at 1 o'clock. Probably started fishing about 1:30. And we've come down the walking path side away from all the cars where the road bank is. So somewhere I haven't fished too much. And we've walked down here and there's plenty of carp on the surface around here. There's loads of them. So my dad's fishing very shallow on the pole. I'm fishing zigs. I've never caught a fish in a zig before, so I'm looking forward to this session. Although, saying that, I've just actually had my first zig fish. I've been here about 20 minutes, and my right rod zipped off. The fish were all in front of me, and I put a piece of yellow foam on one hook and a bit of white foam on the other, fishing pretty close to each other. Both soaked in hinders beetling. See how that pans out. And within about 20 minutes of casting the right hand rod out, it zipped off, and it turned out to be a lovely common of 14 pounds 4 ounces. So you'll see that clip in a minute. So yeah. It's a lovely, really warm day. I didn't think to bring the riders with me today. I wasn't too sure where we was going to be fishing and whatnot, so I left them at home, but just opted in zigs. There's plenty of fish in front of me that don't need feeding up, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get another couple out, hopefully. But I'm pretty happy with the 14 pounder. It's pretty rare to get well, I wouldn't say rare, but it's uncommon to get a double out of over a single out of here. So the first one today took a 14.4. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Lovely little conditioned common. And what a little fight to give. Coming pretty easy until the surface, and cut to the net and then just went crazy. So never had one off the zig before, as I say, so I'm pretty happy. I've had a couple of runs on zigs but never landed, so that's the first one that's actually kissed the spread block whilst fishing a zig. So looking forward to seeing how this session pans out. I'm sure as the evening comes in I'll be fishing bottom baits so the sun drops and the fish drop down in the lower layers of the water. But we'll have to play by ear, so see if we can get some more fish, eh? Alright then, been here about 20 minutes and seen some fish cruising around the surface, put a few zigs out. Off this has gone. I haven't even done an intro yet, so hopefully it's the start of things to come. Going 14 pound 4, a little bit of foam, rest on the surface, soaked in beetling. Get it back. Well, it's been a good 3 hours now since I've had that last fish. I thought we was going to have a bit more of a promising session, to be honest with you, having that one after 20 minutes. Still chuffed with it though. 14 pound 4, that's above the average from what I normally catch out of here. And as I say, my first zig caught fish, so pretty happy with that. It's 4:45 now. Still have a few hours ahead of me. And yeah, so we'll see how the rest of the session pans out. I'll put one rod on the bottom now because a few fish seem to be head and tailing and dipping down as the cloud cover's coming in. Still a fair few boshing around on the surface, and one is still left out in the zig, but they seem to be a bit more dubious now. They're coming up and nudging the zigs a little bit and having a look at them, but just not taking them anymore with any confidence at all, opening their mouths for them. As I said earlier, gutted never bought my Nash risers again, or any dog biscuits. That would have been perfect on here, but I really didn't expect it to be like this today. I knew it was going to be hot and sunny, but for some reason I just thought Barston, there'll still be plenty on the bottom. But when I got here, I just couldn't believe how many were up on the surface down here. We're in pegs 10 and 11, so up that one side opposite the roadside, like I said, but not far down at all. Only, as I say, peg 10 and 11, opposite the 18th tee. So plenty to look at and plenty of nice fish. Seen a few koi in here which I haven't caught before. I didn't even know there was in here. So if we can get one of them on the bank over one of the sessions I do here, I'll be chuffed. But as I say, I won't be doing a lot of fishing on here this year. It's just for a bit of fun, really. Going for a few runs with my dad. I managed to have one out, so I'm happy, and I can go away with just one happy. Although it is a run's water, and I would appreciate more than one fish. But we'll have to see how the session goes. And if it's just the one, it's just the one. But yeah, I can't do, as I say earlier, I can't do pine pool next week, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to get back down there, but I'll be back down there soon. And when I can, I hope to have another one and keep up my form down there. But I'm just happy to have another one, as I say, on the bank again today. And made that 3 sessions in a row without blanking. So yeah, going to carry on sitting out in the sun enjoying the rays while it's here, because I'm sure it won't be around for long and we'll soon be having rain and whatnot again. So going to carry on watching these fish in hope of another bite. So I'll catch you in a bit. Finally managed a little run, about 4 or 5 pound, nothing much bigger than that at all. Finally just chucked out a few bottom baits, same rig and bait I've been using in the water park, PP60 and pineapple popper from Hinders and Pyramid. Just cast on the combi rig straight out to the 18th Sea Islands, and it zipped off about 10 minutes later with about 1/4 kilo of PP60s over the top. See if we can get any more. There we are then. Rod's gone again after another 15 minutes, and it's we use this very little mirror, typical Barston mirror, very pretty in colour, and I'm sure it'll be a lot nicer when it grows on to several more pounds. Nice to get a few runs anyway. I'm in. As you would have just seen, a rip-roaring, a nice little take on the left-hand rod, using this lovely common again, weighing just over 12 pound 2 ounces, cracking common. Thought it was going to be much bigger than that, to be honest with you. It'd give a nice account for itself, and it's got some right shoulders on there, potential to go even bigger. But it's quite a shock when it only sent the scales around to 12 pound, to the point I had to get my dad's scales and double check it, but they both are the same. Cracking fish anyway, taken on the bottom to the 18th tee island again. Great stuff. Well, it's 7:20 now, and the fishing's really starting to pick up. I've probably had about 3 now in the last hour. It's nice now the evening's kicking in and the sun's dying down a little bit, and we've got a bit of cloud cover. All the carp are really gone off the top now and down to the bottom. Put a good half a kilo of bait out now around the spot, fishing both rods pretty close on the same area. Fanned out just a little bit, so I can put a good spread of boilies over there, because that seems to be working on here, and it's always worked for me really over previous sessions. But it's always nice to come out, get into a run's water, catch a couple. Happy that I've had 2 doubles. I didn't expect that at all. I was just hoping really to have a couple of high singles. Got beeping going away there. There's plenty of carp in front of me just knocking the lines, and could have one go off in a minute, but I've had a fish trail through and take out both rods once, so that could be it there again, but we'll have to see how it goes. Dad's packed up now and gone. He just finished with a 7 pounder, and that bobbin keeps lifting and dropping back down, so I think I'll have to whip that. Hang on. Well, I don't know what was going on there. Hit it and seen a little eruption over the spot, but nothing seems to take hold. Oh, the other rod's away! But yeah, as I was saying, it's getting pretty hectic on here, and left-hand rod's just shot off, and I'm in. So it's only a little one, I think, nothing too big, but every fish counts, eh? So we'll get this in and I'll get it on the camera. Well yeah, that's just resulted in a little mirror, about 3 or 4 pound. So it's nothing of the size really, so I'm not going to waste the time and get it on the mat really. Just going to unhook it in the net, which I've just done, and slip her back. So yeah. Off she goes. Well, I might even be able to finish what I'm saying, but yeah, completely lost know where I was after that interruption, but hey-ho. But I must be saying something like, it's always nice to be out onto a run's water, get a couple of fish. I mean, I know I've been doing alright on pine, but it's always nice to come out, because my dad's not interested. He's trying to catch big carp like that and sitting out in a difficult water for the one bite. So this place is ideal. It's local to us, we both come from work, so it's right on the doorstep, 10-15 minute drive max. And it's always good for a few runs and a good social, a nice chill out in the sun. I mean, this afternoon was dead hard after having that one on the zig. That was it for both of us for a couple of hours. It was just there, all lethargic on the surface and couldn't do anything. Now the sun's going down, put a good head of bait down and getting on it. And every time I come down here, I'm starting fishing on the PP60s, and I love it in here. Never seems to let me down. But I've opted to put a snowman rig on, exactly the same as when I fished Kingsbury, with a 12mm pop up on it from hinders, just to hopefully entice the bigger fish, but it hasn't really worked by having a 2, that one, and a 5-pounder earlier. But we've managed 2 doubles on it, so, well, no, sorry, 1 double on it, the other one was on a zig. So yeah, having a great time. I'll probably only be here for another 20 minutes now, as a true gentleman. It's my missus' birthday tomorrow, and I've left all the wrapping until tonight, and it's 7:30 now, so I need to get home, get showered, and wrap her presents ready for tomorrow. So I hope she don't see this video. But yeah, and I can't even, as I said earlier, I can't get out next week, which is a bit of a shame, because I'm working all week on nights. But hopefully the week after I'll be able to sneak in an afternoon session on Kingsbury and try that. But we'll have to play that by ear. So see if I can get any more fish out, and I'll do an end piece in 20 minutes, half hour, something like that. See you in a bit. That's it then, coming to the end of my session now. It's nearly 8 o'clock, we really need to get home and get things sorted. So we have to leave the swim behind and get off. Nothing happened in the last 20 minutes, but I did quickly rush the rigs out. Didn't bother putting any PVA on them or anything, any foam, and I just reeled in 2 tangled rigs, so it does show the importance of putting on PVA foam, but I wasn't too bothered. It was only rushed out, and if it was going to settle right, it was a gamble I was willing to take. Obviously didn't pay off, but hey ho, had a good session nonetheless. 5 or 6 fish, something like that. 2 doubles, so I'm extremely happy with that, and even my first zig caught fish, which I'm extremely happy with, and a good size 2 of 14 pound 4. So I'm chuffed to finally have one out in a zig after trying. So yeah, I'm going to get off now, and I'm not too sure when I'll be on the bank next. Hopefully, like I say, an afternoon on water park. We'll have to play it by ear, and yeah, so I'll see you on the bank when I do next time. I hope you enjoyed this little episode. It's been a good one to make, and I've had a lot of fun. So if you really enjoyed it, please hit the like button below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, and even if you like it, leave a little comment, tell me how much you liked it, and give me some feedback if what you'd like to see in videos and what you wouldn't like to see in videos in future reference. So I'll see you later. For anyone else getting out in the bank soon, good luck and tight lines. Alright then, second fish of the session, only half hour left now, so we've got to pack up. Rod's gone again on the PP 60, very lively, weighing 13.5 pounds.